Good morning. Been hiking a couple hours and sun's coming up. Now I can see more than what's right in front of me on this road. Just more canal and more road. But right down here you see the Trail Association builds these little benches, covered benches occasionally. I haven't really used too many of them. I just lay in the road, but it's nice to have them with that sunshine, and you got a nice cover on them. I'm sure that's what they're for, to get people out of the sun, but so far I haven't had a lot of sun, so I haven't worried about it too much. So I must be out of overpopulated python territory, because this is morning 10, and hiking in the dark, you know, you see lots of eyes, and I haven't seen eyes until this morning. And this morning I've seen rabbits, I've seen possum, a lot of small mammals. I smelled a skunk, and then I thought, well, maybe oh, there goes a little field mouse running ahead of me in the other track over here. Anyway, I thought maybe the wind had changed and it was just me, but a half mile later I walked right up on one on the side of the trail, and he was already assumed the position, locked and loaded, so that quickened my step a lot. But just for the fact that I'm starting to see a lot of small mammals makes me think that south of here those pythons really have had the effect that I've read about. The other thing I want to talk about this morning is pack adjustment. So, you know, most people realize, but a lot of people don't, that these packs have all these adjustments on them for a reason. And, you know, a lot of people walk in discomfort because they don't understand the technique or whatever. It's kind of like pulling a trailer with your truck or car. You know, if you don't have that hitch equalized, it's going to be the tail wagging the dog. And a pack is very similar. You know, if you're feeling some kind of discomfort, it's probably that you haven't adjusted that pack right. You know, you've got your adjustments up here on your shoulders, your hips. You can move that weight around. You can adjust the weight. So you'll walk a lot faster and have a lot better hike if you've got that pack on right, because if you're feeling discomfort, pain in the hips and the shoulders, your mind pretty much laser focuses on that instead of your surroundings and enjoying where you're walking. So you really have to, you know, do your due diligence and learn a little bit about pack adjustments and experiment with it. You'll be surprised how much difference it can make just with a small tug of a line. Think about it. And just to expand on that a bit, I don't mean a one and done, buy a pack, adjust it, I'm good to go. I'm talking about adjusting it several times a day. I mean, it's been hot, rainy, overcast, but still hot and muggy here. I've had nothing on but my sun hoodie for 9 days. And this morning it was a little cool, a little breezy, which is nice. And, you know, I put this puffy on. Just this little thin puffy makes a difference in how that pack rides. And I had to do some adjustments. I mean, you'll feel it, you know, it felt a little tight this morning in the wrong places. So you just adjust it until it feels perfect. And then you'll enjoy your walk a whole lot more. So I'm closing in on breakfast. I just wanted to talk about the fact that I had a really scary moment last night. Once I got into my tent, I was going to do some editing and found out that I'd lost 2 days worth of video and pictures. That bummed me out. And so my phone yesterday and the day before, it kept saying that I was running out of memory. Well, I don't understand these phones perfectly. But, you know, I started deleting old pictures. I still had video on there from my Colorado trail this summer. And so I was just trying to gain some. I only have 128 gig on the phone, and I'd used 128 gig. So I did something wrong anyway. When I went to edit some of the stuff I'd already put on Power Director, which is my editing program, couldn't find any of it. Couldn't find any of the files. I knew I was in trouble. So I read all kinds of Google forums, and Google's pretty much saying if you've deleted it and put it in the trash, emptied the trash, it's gone forever. So, being the optimist that I am, I thought, no, I'm gonna keep trying here. So I downloaded an app called Disk Digger. It's supposed to be a recovery app. And actually, the video recovery part of it was in beta. So I thought, well, this probably won't work, but I'm gonna try it. And sure enough, got my pictures. You know, I've watched enough 48 Hours of Dateline. I know the bad guys that delete stuff on their phone, the cops still find it. I figured it had to be in there somewhere. I got most of it. Some of it, bringing it back from the dead, was corrupted and it wouldn't play. I don't even know what it was, but at least I got the day coming into Clewiston, then going back out to the trail and walking the dog leg back into Clewiston. I lost all of that. So now I'm a happy camper again, and I'm not gonna mess with this thing. Actually, I brought two phones, and today I'm using the other one because it's got a lot more memory on it till I figure out what's wrong with the one and how to delete some of the stuff that's on there. So I came into a little burg called Buckhead Ridge, south of Okeechobee, Florida. That's where the trail comes off the dike and takes another dike heading north. But I'm actually hiking the 4 miles up to Okeechobee, and I'm gonna get another room tonight just so I make sure I've recovered all my files, everything's charged up. Going into the Kissimmee Prairie, there really won't be another opportunity for a while, so more pavement walking. Then I gotta come back. It's about 6 miles to this budget inn I'm going to, and then 6 miles back in the morning, but such is life. I came down here to hike. I'm hiking.